Welcome. In front of me is a IMOO Z3, and today I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the watch itself and its specifications. So one thing that I want to point out, in terms of packaging for these devices, they are primarily designed for kids, but the packaging right here seems to be like not really kid-like design. I would say that's number one, and way better looking than you would ever expect such a device to have. So that's a positive thing, I would say. But moving on to the device itself, watch. Just pop these two things. Yeah, what the hell? Come on, there we go. So here we have the watch. Now this packaging is a little bit less nice than what I've experienced, but it still looks pretty decent. We have some email info and the cable. So the cable is going to be for charging. Get into it, there we go. Nicely enough, this is actually a flat cable. So I guess for a watch it doesn't probably really matter that much. And you can see here is the two pogo pins for charging, and this one connects from the bottom. So that's pretty good. I'm pointing that out is because same company made a different watch that connects from the side and is an absolute chonkers. We also have instruction and whatever this is for. Is that for? I'm not sure if this isn't for like removing the straps, but to be fair, I have no actual clue. Anyway, let's just peel this off. There we go. Drop that in here. And this too. There we go. Glued itself to the table. Now the watch, at least this one, feels a bit more plasticky. And where is this? Okay, there's the button. Okay, it's booting up. I'm taking a look at this if it has any kind of like hidden gimmicky features, but it doesn't look like it does. So let's see, we're gonna go through this quick little setup. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have a kid-friendly little design right here. We have the option to obviously pair it with the phone. We have some applications that are already here, and if you connect to network, I believe there's more that will download. And we have things like, again, bind with the phone option, add friends, steps, levels, albums, camera, alarm clock, shake, messages, calls, settings, stopwatch, app center. Okay, so looks like you can actually download applications here. Storage, and then dual and theme. Not sure what the dual is, but whatever. Now at the bottom we have our SIM tray with this kind of god-awful design. So you do need something that is quite strong. My fingernail definitely isn't gonna pop that up, so grabbing something like this. When popping it out, I do recommend just keeping your finger on here. This goes shooting out once it pops off. There we go. And you can see here's our SIM tray, and the cover itself has a little rubber seal around here. Come on, camera, can you focus? There we go. So yeah, you have rubber seal around here, obviously making this a little bit more watertight, or maybe sweat tight. Let's close that back up. There we go. And we have a camera right here, and that's about it. Now this looks very similar to their, let's call it, higher end version of this device, designed for exactly the same thing. Now this one has a little bit more going for it, considering it actually looks like a thing that a child would wear, compared to the other one, which I'll show up in a moment. But it also suffers in some other aspects. So this has Bluetooth 4.2, Wi-Fi and LTE. So it does cover both of them. It supports iOS and Android. It has 8 gigabytes of built-in storage and 256 megabytes, sorry, of RAM. And we have 1.5-inch display with a 360 by 320 pixel resolution, and yeah, it's just a watch designed to spy on your kid. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this. This is kind of, at least in my perspective, a little bit overprotective kind of approach, considering I don't know how well, like, what this one allows to do, but I know some of these watches allow you to kind of force a call on and so on. So I don't know, I just find that to be like absolutely overprotective. But anyway, outside of that, let's bring up the bigger boy right here. So this is the I forgot the name of it, but you can see it looks exactly the same, with the difference is it's actually made out of metal around here. Has 2 cameras as it flips up, and you have a second camera at the bottom right here. Camera itself on this one is actually not that bad, but this is basically double the price. So, and like I said, it doesn't really look kid friendly, but it's literally the same thing as this one, just looks different. So yeah, that's about it. Now this one, primarily plastic, actually primarily, it's almost entire build quality is plastic, with a speaker, LTE microphone on the other side right here. You can see this little hole, that's the mic, that's the speaker, and relatively simple OS right here, as you can see. But I do want to point out, when it comes down to typing on this thing, absolute nightmare. So as an example, if I go in here to connect to network, select a network and try to type in password, these dipshits decided to make the keyboard basically in order of the alphabet, and it's a scrollable list. I have a watch on my smartwatch from Samsung, so this one is not necessarily probably the best kind of showcase, but let me just kind of try to find somewhere where I can type. God damn it, I can't type anywhere. Are you serious? Let's try to find something. Oh, messages. There we go. Definitely can type here. Never mind. But in any case, on this watch specifically, I know that when I can respond, which is usually when I get a notification, you get normal keyboard right here. QWERTY one. And even though this is circular and about the same size almost, it's honestly much better to type on this than this one. And for some reason, even though this display is about the same kind of size, I would say, the experience on these ones is absolutely nightmare inducing. When you're trying to, for instance, deal with photos or stuff like that, the pinching and zooming here that you need to use is, there's not enough screen to do this reliably, so it doesn't really work that well. The keyboard for like alphabetical typing is just awful. As you've seen, numerical one should be fine. Let's see. Yep, numerical one is fine, is I guess a little bit of exaggerated statement. It's still completely different than you would expect and you might be used to. So yeah, not the best kind of layout of anything in here, but it will probably do the job. So anyway, that's about it. It's just a kids watch designed for the parents to obviously be able to track them, and not much more to it. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.